Hours ago, a Hillsborough County judge ordered Alyssa Zinger be held without bond. The 23-year-old Tampa woman now faces additional charges for posing as a homeschooled minor and having sex or sharing explicit images with as many as 5 middle school boys.
In Tampa Bay's Eric Glasser has been covering this story from the beginning. And Eric, the judge called Zinger an ongoing threat.
Yeah, 4 additional charges, Frank. And until today, Zinger had actually been staying with her parents, but prosecutors say there's evidence now that in an attempt to help their daughter, the 23-year-old's mother and father may have interfered with the investigation.
You showed no regard for the safety of these young boys.
Judge Laura Ward did not mince words. She called Alyssa Zinger an ongoing threat, accused of posing online and in person as a 14-year-old homeschool student to lure and have sex with teenagers.
You have been preying upon them. You have been taking advantage of them. You have been abusing them.
The detective in the case identified text messages and videos where Zinger claimed to be a teenager and later interviewed those who say they engaged in sex acts with her.
Were they adults or minors?
Minors.
Her defense lawyers say since her initial arrest, Zinger has not violated the terms of her release and pointed to a history of mitigating mental issues.
A child who, as growing up, had significant developmental issues, emotional issues, self-esteem issues, bullying issues.
Nothing about that gives rise to any basis for this woman to misrepresent her age, to pretend to be a homeschooled child, to cultivate and pursue child victims for her own sexual gratification.
Since her initial arrest in November, Zinger had been living with her parents, but prosecutors provided evidence that to protect their daughter, her mother and father may have intentionally provided police with the wrong cell phone.
And that was the phone the defendant's father provided and assured TPD was her own.
Yes.
With that, Judge Ward ordered Zinger be held without bond, no contact with the alleged victims, and no access to electronics that could facilitate it.
You are the problem here. Your actions on these boys are illegal.
In November, Tampa police said there might be more victims out there. So far, they've identified 4 more teenagers for a total now of 5 and have not ruled out the possibility, Courtney, that there might still be more out there.
Eric, did they say whether all of these students went to the same school?
No, not necessarily. I mean, we did hear first that the first student who came forward was at Wilson Middle School. But since then, they really haven't been able to tell us whether the others are just friends or classmates. We just don't know yet.
Eric Glasser, thank you so much. Within the